Hey guys, how the frigs it going today? It's Sunday here, and today I need to go get some groceries as well as I have a battle plan in effect. Basically what's happening is we're going to make keto chocolate, or at least low carb chocolate. I don't want to drop the word keto on it because then it becomes like something I'm trying to make videos off of to get views, because people go, oh, keto, it's the new craze, because it is. So I'm not going to lie, because lying's a sin and one shouldn't sin. But I've been wanting to make chocolates for a while, and I already have tried this recipe. I tried it with my my one mold, which is the same one I bought for making the fat bombs. This one here, the big squares. And basically, I tried a couple attempts, and it worked out fine for me. But for somebody who likes the taste of real chocolate, i.e. milk chocolate, i.e. I got diabetes now because I ate too much milk chocolate, they won't like the taste. So I decided to go a little different this time around. When I made the last set, I basically used the microwave. Don't use the microwave to melt chocolate, despite what they say on YouTube. It's a bad idea. It doesn't melt it right. Now the chocolate that I'm going to be using, I still got to go do some shopping because there's some other stuff that I want to get, is this stuff. Dark Chocolate Baker's Zero Sugar Unsweetened. So this is literally per chocolate bar, like per bar, it is 5 grams of carbs. So very, very, very low in the carbohydrates for an entire bar of that stuff. And that's what, 500 grams? What does it say it is? 225. It's 8 ounces of chocolate per bar. So, and there's 2 bars in there. Mind you, I could eat that stuff just like that. And funny story is a lot of people think blueberries are the best antioxidant in the world. Apparently, it turns out Baker's chocolate, unsweetened, straight out of the package, probably tastes like fart when you eat it. I like it. That there is the number 1 antioxidant on the market. Well, you remember the other video? I was like, well, guys, I got to go to the post office to pick up a package for something I'm working on. Well, I went and picked up the package. I got it on me now, and this is what it was. I bought a bunch of molds for candies. This one here is like little emoji faces. Like you got smiley and sad face and the Jesus Murphy. That one just looks like he's about to do something really bad. And then I got the heart one here, which basically looks like that when you make the chocolates. That's the one I'm going to be using. We got some stars here. Little stars. Super Mario stars, whatever. This one here is interesting. It's like roses and flowers. I might use this one too. Do a combination of hearts and roses. This one here I thought was really cool because it looks like this, right? But that's what the chocolates look like when you're done. It looks like a little weave, like a basket weave. And I thought that was kind of cool. So I might maybe do some of them in that too. I don't know. And then last but not least, just your traditional squares of chocolate. Now I really wish this one here was more indented around the edge so you could pour one huge one and make it into a giant chocolate bar. So then you can just break off pieces, but whatever. It's also meant for making jelly beans and candies, which is something I want to do later on because I found a really cool recipe for protein jellies, like protein gummy bears. So I kind of want to do that at a later date. But today we're going to focus mainly on the chocolate. So I fabricated myself a double boiler here. I went to Walmart last night, bought this bowl. It's microwave safe, 1.5 liter, 5 quart bowl. Pretty good material. Basically what you do is you put water in the pot, you get it to a boil, then you turn it down, sit your bowl on top, and the heat will transfer from the pot to the bowl. And your chocolate won't burn, it'll just melt. Best way to do freaking melting chocolate. Using the microwave is a bad time because it burns the chocolate. That's what happened to me. And if you're wondering why I'm filming this here on a Sunday, but it's coming out next Saturday, there's a reason for that. I went to the Buck store and I bought one of these little tin jobs, a little heart-shaped tin job. Reason being is I'm going to make my friend a little Valentine's Day gift. We agreed we weren't going to do Valentine's because it's not like we're boyfriend, girlfriend or anything. But, you know, I was like, she's been really wanting chocolates, and I thought it'd be kind of cutesy-wootsy McFootsy to, like, freaking do her up in a Valentine's Day fashion and shove stuff in a heart. Anyway, we need to go off to Independent. I want to see if I can get some cacao butter. And, I don't know what else. It's pretty warm out today. Unlike yesterday when it was minus, holy crap. It was minus 26 yesterday when I got up. Today it's actually minus 3. So that's tolerable. So we'll take a rip over to over to Independent because they got the best selection on baking goods and stuff. And basically what I want to grab is, like I said, cacao butter or cocoa butter, whatever it's called. Got to get some steaks and stuff. I want to get some other things. And then we'll scoot back and make some freaking chocolates. So let's pitter patter and have at her and head out to the truck. Alright, back home. Just gonna go ahead and grab all this stuff and bring it in the house and we'll get cracking. Let's pitter patter. Alright guys, I'm just gonna come upstairs and grab the tripod for the camera because kinda sorta maybe do definitely need that. So that we can get some angled shots. So grab the old trippy potty here. And now we're there. We can filmitate the meltation of the chocolate. Alright, so what I've gone ahead and done here, I'm going to take the bowl out, I was just testing for fitment, is we're going to go ahead and get this water up to temperature, and then once it's at temperature, plop this on top and boil away. Okay, we got this doing what we want, so I went ahead and broke up the chocolate and threw it into the bowl. And we'll let this do what we want, and that should melt it. Hopefully. Let's see. Alright, so now that that's all nice and malted down, what we're going to do is we're going to sweeten it. Now, what I'm using is, it's called Swerve. It's the ultimate sugar replacement. 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 sugar. It's literally erythritol and stevia. So what I'm going to do is put a teaspoon of it in there, and then we're going to mix it all up and blend it in, and then we're going to be ready to pour or add to mold. Let's go. Get some more chocolate going. I want to try some different things. I bought some pecans, and I want to try and make a pecan chocolate. You know those crunchy bars that you can buy by Nestle Crunch? It's like a blue chocolate bar wrapper. Has I think it's Rice Krispies. Could be nuts in it. I want to try and replicate that, but in cube form. So what we're going to do now is we're going to melt some more chocolate down. We're going to crush up some pecans. throw the pecans into the chocolate, mix it all together with some sweetener, and give her a rip. Let's see how that turns out. Guys, I probably should have given this warning prior to the video. If you have a dog and you're working with this chocolate, be damn careful, because if they eat it, it's very toxic to their kidneys, and they really shouldn't have any. Oreo, I just talked about how, hey, I just talked about how you shouldn't have any. Why are you doing this? Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Out of the danger zone. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah, go back more. Yeah, right over there. That's good. Stay there. Now you're safe. Safety third, buddy. Doesn't listen. What's funny is this baker's chocolate is actually my treat, guys. I normally buy this stuff just to eat. I love it. It's so good. I've never had a sweet tooth, but I love that cocoa taste of chocolate. So the candy bars I used to buy, I have none left. You know, the 85%, 90%, 95%. The Lindt, well, those things are like $5 for like what, 180 grams? Baker's chocolate is like $3 for two 225 gram bars. So you're getting the same damn quality chocolate as the Lindt bars. And mind you, if you're not keto and you don't give a shit, then this doesn't apply to you. But if you're looking for a way to get antioxidants into your body, and you want to do it on the cheap, and you don't want to give in to the Lindt, seriously, buy a baker's bar of chocolate and drive it in your face. You'll be like, wow, chocolate's just chocolate. Especially when it's chocolate. That's sweet, neat, and awesome. See, when I was a kid, I would go to my aunt's house, my Aunt Anne, and she used to bake a lot. Make like everything she made, cakes, desserts. Like she was a baker by heart. She would do it all from scratch, like flour and baker's chocolate for chocolate icing, or everything was done from scratch. And she had baker's chocolate there, but she had a big ass bar of it, and I was like, oh man, that looks good. And she thought it would be a great joke. She's like, oh, do you want a piece? And I was like, but don't you need that for like cooking? And she's like, oh, you can have a piece if you want. And she was grimacing the whole time while she was handing me a chunk. And you know, for all I know, it could have been a chunk probably the size of the one that I just ate. I was a kid, so everything's bigger when you're small, right? And I ate it, and I was like, whoa. And she's like, pretty gross, eh? I'm like, no. And she's like, what? I'm like, this is good. Can I have another one? And she's like, wait, what? She's like, it's not sweet. And I'm like, yeah. I've never been a fan of sweet things. Like, my birthday cakes, or even when Mom would make a cake, I would ask her to save me like half of it unicinged. Because I just like the cake, not the icing. You know, ice cream, I love ice cream, but my favorite ice cream is pistachio ice cream because it's not that sweet of an ice cream. I'm not a big sugar guy. I'm not into heavy sweets. I prefer a little bit of sweetness, but I like that exotic taste. Like this dark chocolate, unsweetened dark chocolate. Oh man, it's the cat's meow. I love it. I guess what we're going to try next, like I said, we're going to melt up some more chocolate. I just threw it in the double boiler there. We'll let her do her thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and run some freaking nuts through the blender. Get them all chunked up. Throw that into the blend. Add a bunch of sweetener to it. And then we'll try and make some different kinds of chocolates. I already put the heart-shaped ones in the freezer. Back there doing their thing. Don't know if you can see that or not. It's pretty dark in there. It's not like a fridge. There's no light. But once all said and done, we'll take them out. We'll pop them out, and I'll show you what we're working with. Should be pretty sweet. I wish I had like little foil things. Do I have foil? Maybe I can wrap them up individually. Do I actually own tin foil? Oh, I do! All right. I got some Alcan. There we go. Maybe I can do some little foil wrappage. Make it look all legit to quit, yo. Alright, time to melt some more chocolate. I made a strip here because I literally filled I literally filled one of these. So now we got 2 molds in the freezer, hardening. And what I want to try now is something that I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but I'm willing to do it for science. Basically, I want to take my whey isolate protein, mix it with some chocolate and sweetener, and make some protein bombs. Literally just to have like chocolate flavored protein available so that I can get more protein in a treat form. Because I think that would be delicious. That and my protein, the flavor of this one here is cookie dough ice cream. So since when does cookie dough ice cream not go well with chocolate? Just saying, it's just going to be a win-win. Unless I lose. People, chocolate's all melted. Now I'm going to add a scoop of my whey protein powder. Put a nice hefty scoop of her in there. Plop. Give it a quick stir mix in. Might change the color of the chocolate, or it might not even blend. I don't know. This is an experiment. These are fun. Sometimes they work out. Sometimes they go in the garbage. So far, this seems to be working out. Alright, I'm going to add some sweetener to it. Even though there is a bit of sweetener in the, you know what, let me just... Definitely a bit of sweetener needed. You know what, just for taste, because it worked so well on the other one, the other batch, I'm going to add just a dollop of vanilla. Vanilla extract. Get this all blended together, and we should be beauty playing. Without add the sweetener, now it looks like a brownie. Okay, I'm not sure what the heck happened there, guys, but after I added in the sweetener, this became the texture of a brownie. Not quite sure what the hell happened, but needless to say, it's not goopy. So, weird. Does it taste good? Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mold it. Alright people, well we're all done with the chocolate. I already disassembled and washed my double boiler. Everything is in the refrigerator. Totally refrigerating. So I had some left over of the protein one and I threw it in there, and it's probably hard to see in there because like I said, no light. Set up racky for rack pulls. I was trying some 50-pound rack pulls. Deadlifts from a rack, if you will. Sure, works great when you don't have a deadlift platform. That way there you're not bouncing the plates off the ground. Probably could go one step lower and get the bar even lower to the ground, and I might even do that, but it worked pretty good. And I was doing this while I was melting that last batch of chocolate. Can't really do deadlifts in the living room because the floor in there is kind of whack. Can't really do deadlifts in the kitchen because I don't want to bounce it out the hardwood. So looked up online on how to do it when you have a power rack, and they said just put it on the lowest possible setting so it's just below the knees, and then friggin' give her. Well, I put it even lower, so now it's more like a deadlift. So sweetness. Anyway people, I'm gonna head upstairs. We're gonna let that refrigerate, and once she's refrigerated, we'll come down, we'll check on it, and then we'll make it into individual pieces. Alright, talk to you in a bit. Peace. Alright, people. Those freaking chocolates got to be done by now. It's almost 9 o'clock. Correction, it's 9:01. It's after 9 o'clock. Anyway, let's get them out of the freezer. The freezerator. Take them out of the molds. See what the heck we're up against. Alright, so the ones I knew that were going to come out good, the hearts, came out good. I've been eating some of the debris chocolate that broke off from the mold because, as you can see here, let me find one. Like this one here has a little bit of an overhang. So I put a little bit too much chocolate into it. But you know what? Who cares? Extra chocolate's good chocolate. So some of it broke off, so I've been kind of picking at it and shoving it in my face hole. And it's pretty damn tasty. I do have to admit. It's pretty damn tasty. Next up, to see how these ones turned out. Scared, not gonna lie. Scared. What they're supposed to look like. And what they do look like. Okay, these ones here didn't quite take the shape that I was hoping they would. Mainly because the chocolate got messed up with the peanut butter and the the nuts. But here, let me grab a really dysfunctional one. How does it taste? Oh my god. Might look like crap, but tastes like I just broke keto law. Shall we play another game of what they're supposed to look like and what they look like? Okay, let's go. What they're supposed to look like and what they do look like. Okay, I was wrong. I thought these ones here were the peanut butter ones. These ones aren't. These ones, however, are. And my goodness, are they the best damn thing I ever shoved in my face hole. Oh my god. Just eating the bits of chocolate that fell off the mold. It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's so good. It's so good. And there you go, people. Keto chocolate. Each one of those little hearts is about 0.5 grams of carbs. And it's about 50 calories due to the fat content. So, whatever. It's like you got a craving for chocolate, you pound a couple of those in your face hole, your craving goes away, life goes on. Super easy to make, super easy to bake, and literally I think it cost me a grand total of maybe $6. So, not too bad, not too bad. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click the like button. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. They going on until next time, people. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.